Three, two, one, and pills.
Was looking too. Knuckle Busters and Ninja Gaiden Runner, which shout out for the patience because that game drives me insane. We're gonna get things going here with our players, both starting with setups, not really going for clears. And as I say that, Slay going after a couple of viruses immediately. Nice sweet tea, top of the board for Knuckle Buster here. So both these players really setting their paces here as maybe going for that sandwich double, but not quite getting it, but still a good backup strat and another double clear. These players really taking level 6 to task, Ook.
Yeah. And as you said, KB, Ninja Gaiden, all that stuff, he is actually a friend of one of our regulars, J Riggs.
Ah,
And I feel like I'm seeing some of that influence there in the way that KB's been playing. Really just showing off some great play and man, it's some great stuff. But yeah, 9 to 9. This is really even, and both of these players showing some great play there, JB.
yeah, there's been some incredible board awareness on Knucklebuster's part. Just really good combo play going along here, keeping things pretty diverse here as far as viruses. Going to be out of red here with this red blue, and then down to a final red and or blue rather, and both these players down to their final virus. But it's going to be at a minute 30. KB out first, but not too far behind with this red at a minute 36 is every time we slay. Really, really good start from both of these players.
Yeah, I'd say that is definitely the case. And I'm loving the board vision from both of them. Yeah, this is a game where you don't know it's not obvious. It's not an obvious game to play. Can we call it that?
Mhm.
Because you just, the things that are most efficient, it's not the things that are just very clear from the beginning. So, seeing these players make these setups, it's just so much fun to watch. And again, like we were saying in the last match, it's such a testament to how far this game has come that that these guys are knocking this out here in the silvers.
Yeah, I mean, the great thing is you say the evolution of gameplay. We're seeing strats that were commonplace when we started this in 2020, and we've just seen the strategic advancements just go so far in this game. So these players, and that's not to detract from saying, oh, we'll use these in 2020. No, absolutely use these strats. These are the things that you build off of to increase your skill at this game. And as we're seeing here, Slade really hamstrung here. Not a lot of blues to play with and needing blues, but it's still I want to say a diverse board, but there is just that yellow that's buried. So looking like some help needed as far as blue and reds go for both players, really, especially blue for Slay.
Yeah, KB's got this yellow on the right hand side of his board as well. Looks like he's just gonna have to take the blue and get it horizontally because there's or get it vertically. I mean, because there's just no way of freeing up that yellow in column one that is not gonna require blue. So
Hmm.
he is in fact putting that together and is down to just needing one blue, and he'll be out at a 349. And yeah, Slay not too far behind, has got everything else practically free and clear. Is going to have to figure out either horizontal or under clear for that blue, or do that and free it up. Who knows? Don't listen to the commentators.
We know what we're doing. We know what we're talking about sometimes. Uh, anyways, two viruses to go here for Slay, and Slay is looking to go vertical on both here, or maybe setting up a sweet tea. No, it looks like it's going to be a choice here, and that choice is to clear out the lower blue vertically, and then the higher blue horizontally out at a 427. But Knucklebuster absolutely rampaging through level 8. It is basically half a level ahead at this point.
Yeah, but no access to blue except for those two at the bottom. That is going to be a bit of a pain point for KB. We'll just have to wait and see what that's going to look like for him as Slay also having some similar issues just not a lot of color diversity on the top of the board, or where it is. It's really blocky. So going to be interesting to see what both players are pulling off here.
Well, as we
Oh,
say that, KB pulled off a lovely combo. Had that double blue, could have tucked everything down much earlier, but decided not to. And I think that was the right play. You don't want to just go after one color immediately. Sometimes you just want to use those. If you get, those blue halves, make them work somewhere else. You've got it's a very, very important part of playing this game, and we're really seeing that on display here on KB's side, as KB getting a nice little garbage clear off, not utilizing that yellow. I thought would utilize that yellow blue off to the right side, but did not. Not really huge in the grand scheme of things, as they're out at a 543.
yeah, and just a few more left here for Slay, who is going to get this really nice horizontal setup for these blues, and is now uh, almost free and clear on every virus. Is now free and clear on every virus. Has a way to get to any one of them, and should not be too long before finishing out this board. But yeah, definitely advantage to Knucklebuster as they enter level 9. Slay out at a 613, and now need to play catch up here against KB.
Yeah, with not a lot of yellow along the top line, or at least the blue yellow, not very helpful to Slay. That's going to hamper things down a little bit, but really starting to address things on that right side. And again, a blue red not helpful for Slay. It's just really, really tough when you run into pill combinations like that. But we're making it work here. And it is a bit of a catch up here. It is just about a 13 virus advantage now, and it was. Upwards of 16 to 17 earlier. So Slay is starting to try to storm back here, and we're really seeing some good play. Oh, and then that misflip happened, but a good horizontal combo clear, dropping everything down and taking a virus off the board. Really, really nice adjustment there by every time we slay, and it is about a 12-11 virus game right now, going into or as we end 9.
Yeah, KB's got his work cut out for him here in the bottom of this board. Just not a fun setup for anything here. But he does have quite the advantage, about 10 viruses, and we'll just see if he can hold on to that. As again, Slay has been pushing really hard here and has worked a good way down this board, but it does look like maybe might have this one in the bag. Just needs some blues for the most part. Everything else is just going to be window dressing.
Absolutely here, but Slay's going to try to make this competitive here, and it really depends. The doctor's not handing out blue so easily. There's the double blue, and there's the other blue, and out at an 801. A good finish for Knucklebuster, taking the first game, and one win away from their first ever finals appearance.
Yeah, and what we always say about PB strats. Well, KB's never played this level block, so I mean, I guess technically this was PB strats. As Slay is going to hold us all. Oh, okay. It's going to say hold us all in suspense and not finish the board with one blue needed. That would be. I mean, I wouldn't blame him. All right.
I've been there. I've been there. I
Yep.
understand.
I think he would have just done it for the lulls, but he is going to be topping out onto this level 10 and getting ready as we get ready for game 2.
And we already have a ready from Slay. They are ready to go. Take that loss out, and you've got other things on your mind. As
Ooh.
yeah, I accept that. As we're off here, 3-2-1 in pills, and pretty good starts for both players. Looks like places for everything so far, and good combo play here. The first kind of tough play here, and can Knucklebuster get that in? Absolutely. And now, oh, gotta misdrop that, or not a misdrop. You gotta work on that red garbage. And this ketchup mustard combo not doing so well for Knucklebuster, but Slay absolutely living up to their name here. 17 viruses to go, and with that triple combo, has it down to 14.
Yeah, the top of KB's board has been very, hey, I need blue, and the doc's not providing. Slay, though, this is one of those really stacked up uh, uh, spire boards, and it hasn't caused him too many problems yet. In fact, he's trying to find the most efficient clears, which generally do tend to be these uh, uh, fat log clears. But so far hasn't been a real need for that, as looks like he's going to forego the fat log and just handle these reds horizontally, as he is almost done here. Just needs one more blue and is out at a 121. Wow.
Excellent time. And meanwhile, Knucklebuster's still trying to figure this board out. It's just been a very rough going here. And I gotta think that those tucks may not have been the play. Sometimes if you get those problematic pill combinations, you just play them up top. Try to make the most of it and try to work it down from the bottom and just clear the garbage out as you go. And I think we're kind of seeing what happens when you do get ambitious and go for those under tucks early. And sometimes you do have to take those undertucks early, but sometimes the play is to just, if it's a problematic piece, just play it at the top of the board and work on it. You see a lot of folks like Packy do things like that, where they just, oh, I can't use this. Well, I'm going to try to use it where I can, and the garbage can be a problem for future me. But out at a 212 here, rough going on level 6, and absolutely Slay has blown this game open. It is over a 25 virus lead right now.
Yeah, and that I think is about as much about Slay's play as anything, because Slay has, well, I mean, lived up to his name here, has been really pushing this board, and oh, it's just been beautiful to watch. Getting the right pills doesn't hurt, but it is as much what you do with them. As he's out at a
Wow.
243, and
That's
again, this is good gold times. These are times
Yeah,
that would win you a lot of gold matches.
yeah, absolutely. Like you definitely be in the running here and a good horizontal combo here. And we're seeing that, that blue piece of garbage as I was alluding to earlier. You keep it at the top of the board and try to turn it into something here. And we're seeing these red yellow or blue yellows get undertucked and kind of keeping those garbage pieces accessible in some way to be able to clear them off. And we're starting to see the yellow really stack up on Slay's board. Meanwhile, over on Knucklebuster's side, they are potentially setting up for a sweet tea in that lower right hand corner. And it looks like that might have been a misdrop on that yellow blue in column 3. But it's nothing too terrible to worry about. You can work around that absolutely going horizontally. And I think that's going to be the plan here, as yellow is not at all helpful. Might have dropped that blue garbage down into column 5 off the clear. We'll see how that affects things here. Is now that horizontal clear out of play, Ook?
Yeah, and I don't know. It's possible. It's possible he's going to figure something out that we're just not seeing, or that I haven't seen yet. I've been trying to watch and keep an eye on what Slay is doing, but that's just
There's
been
the clear.
gross as he does get that horizontal. And a 416 is not a bad time. He's just Slay has been destroying, and really, this is slow. This has been his slowest level in this block so far.
Yeah, not a great 8 here from Slay, but they all can't be winners. Sometimes you just gotta, take it where you're at. And I don't know if Slay is paying attention to what's going on, but Slay does have a very commanding lead here in this 8th round, and looks to be setting up.
Oh.
I like this. I like this future setup here. Gonna go horizontally on the double red. It will leave that one straggler red, but again, that's absolutely playable as well. And look at this, 1, 2, 3. Excellent use of drilling down there, getting just that whole column off the board, and out at a 509. So really bounce back on that 8, Ook.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And it was a rough level to begin with. That's just as nice as the previous two levels in the block were. This one was just really mean for him. So he's gotten about as well as he can into this level, and is in 9, and is, man, I'm sure he's hoping for a lot of red to get started.
Absolutely. Uh, KB here, 14 viruses to go on 8. Really just trying to prevent being lapped at this point, as a double clear over and another double clear for Slay. And heck, let's just make 3 consecutive clears, 4 consecutive clears on drops. That's really nice to see. Good consistency there. And KB setting up for a combo over in row 2 with that red, maybe. Can't really drop anything down. Maybe hoping for a red yellow over there. And kind of just saying, all right, well, we'll just deal with that garbage later. And that's what we were alluding to, seeing what you can do with that. There's not a lot of blue playable virus wise, so kind of take what you can with the pill pieces there. 5 viruses to go, but it is 16 on level 9 here for Slay. Slay's going to have a little bit of trouble in that endgame ook, but I think this is going to be decider time.
I'd say you're right because it's KB just now finally getting all the yellows that he needs in the right order. He's out at a 648. And yeah, it's things are looking great for Slay to finish this one out. A lot of stuff set up for combos. Just needs a little of this and a little of that to get out. These yellows on the bottom are going to slow him down a little bit, but overall, it's not going to be too big of an issue. And I like this very smart setup here, waiting for this red. That's going to clear out for him. And yeah, Slay is taking his veterancy here very seriously, and as well he should.
Yeah, a lot of focus on that area just to get that last yellow accessible and not when you need reds in both situations, so that does make it rough. But we are going to see a red and another red and hopefully one more here, and there it is, out at a 730 740. Tale of two boards there. The 6 and 7 were amazing, but then 8 and 9 were challenging, but Slay got through it and takes home the victory, and we will have a decider.
Yes, indeed. So hope you like deciders because we've certainly had enough of them today. I think this is what our sixth one, and I'm here for it. So get
it,
hyped,
it
folks.
It just shows how much the skill level has improved. I do remember back in the day we had a lot of 2-0, so seeing more and more deciders means these aren't one-sided matches. So it's good to see these players go to a third one. Bonus Dr. Mario for everybody.
Yes, indeed. So one pill to Slay, one pill to KB. Winner of this one will go on to face Dave Smith says in the finals. Here we go, and wow, not a bad board to start off for KB. Slay's not quite as kind, but not something that you hate. You just wish you had a use for red yellow.
Absolutely, and good drill down there as well. And now starting to open up that left side of the board. If you get some red or yeah some red yellows, you're going to be in real good shape. I'm just seeing that 2x2 block, not going for it, deciding to clear out the yellows first, and opening up more of the board. I would personally be salivating at a quad clear, but that's just me. Oh, a good clear there. It does drop
Oh,
some yellow garbage down. Not the worst thing to happen. Just going to have to be a little bit careful here and maybe start planning out some other options. I like this setting up for the vertical clear and looking as though it's going to be a horizontal, setting up horizontal on that row 1, and looks like a couple of options as well, and looks like Slay just kind of having to force themselves to play that miss drop up top on the board.
yeah. I think might have also forgotten about the blue yellow need down at the bottom. He'll get to that eventually, but has turned down a couple of blue yellows. But Slay knows exactly what it is that he is going to need, and yeah, it's not been a problem for him so far. As we look over at KB, he's just needing some reds. Oh, love this red blitz for him, but need it to stop ASAP because there's not much more to do. Is Slay out at about a 134, and KB not going to be too far behind. Hope he's not holding out just for the yellow blue.
Yeah.
In fact, is not and should get a blue here out at a 153.
And KB could have really gone horizontally on that yellow. I think they were just really hoping to get the combo piece, and that those end game situations. Sometimes you just have to take the single clear. You don't want to wait out for a combo and combo out because that will just drain so much time. but we're seeing a good comeback here from KB. It is very, very close. It is just three viruses between these two players, which is really just only a handful of plays at the end of the day. Another big combo there, and then another double clear. And we're going to see not going for the combo on that left side is KB. It is a two virus game here, and I like this play as well. It's going to be setting up for a big combo, and sees it at the last second and just takes five viruses off the board in a quick snap. The only problem is seeing for KB really is our columns 1 and 8.
Yeah, and Slay, all of his problems are in 7 and 8, but so far not too big of an issue. These double reds going to be glorious for him. As yeah, everything's coming up KB now, or coming up
Yeah,
Slay. I mean, and
coming up for both players. Big quad combo for KB. Oh my goodness. Both these
oh, he's
players tearing through 7.
look at this. It's a tie, 314 for both players. Ooh, it doesn't
Pi
get
Day was
closer than
Pi
this.
Day was last week, but hey, we'll do it here. These players just keeping things close, playing absolutely brilliantly here, just really turning on the Jets. And another double clear off the board for KB. KB setting up for that sandwich potentially. And
Yeah,
no, nothing to do with that double blue.
Slay needed a lot of blues earlier on. Has gotten most of the ones that he needs. And now it's very red yellow in the bottom of the board. It's very blue at the top of the board. Now it's very red yellow towards the bottom. But so far, Pill's coming in the right order for him, and he is just one virus behind now, two viruses behind. It's practically neck and neck. These two just swapping blows. There's really all you can say about what they're doing. This is Gosh, this is great. This is great play from two of our not yet stalwarts, but about to be stalwarts of our silver matchups.
Yeah, the thing about the silver bracket too is these are players who you could very well see in that top 16 at any point. You know, it takes a good qualifier run. There, we have 30 plus people qualifying monthly now, and we can't get everybody into that top 16 bracket like we used to. But good lord, we're really seeing everything just go really, really well. And now we're starting to see KB turn things on. A couple of blues, and we're going to see a big combo out here. This is where you definitely be patient and go for that combo out. There's the horizontal. There's the second. There's the third. What a combo out. Sub 5 through 3 levels.
And you know if I'm Dave Smith, I'm watching this going, oh,
Yeah.
because he's got to play whoever wins this, and neither one of them is in any mind of giving up as a Slay out at a 511, and this is it, last level, and it's still not in any way clear who it is that's going to be taking that finals matchup.
Yeah, you do see the virus advantage a little bit right now in favor of KB because KB got there first, was able to set things up. But those players were about 4 viruses apart at one point, and if Slay can turn things on, as you see that with that triple, it's just 5 viruses drilling down here, and now really starting to see things get going. And I like that decision. That sets up the horizontal on the row if you want it. It's a free play. You could overhang that double blue either way. Could have gotten the horizontal as well. And now we're really, really seeing what Slay can do as it is 26-17 here. KB trying to hold off our third seed and pull off an upset here and go to the finals. 15 to go to 24. It's looking like that Slay is going to need a lot of red help real quick.
Yeah, seems to be the problem, but of course KB is going to need a lot of yellow help as well. So not a reason to count out either player. And yeah, it's just the order that things will have to come in for Slay for this to work out. This yellow going to be really great for him as he's going to knock that one off the board. But again, not really a lot of access to blue, not a lot of anything other than just needing this red as KB gets another combo, and now it's down to just yellow for him. So he can take this if the doctor is willing. Is just going to need uh, maybe five, maybe more yellows. These
Huge
two
double
going to be
yellow.
great. All right, so now three more. There's one.
Play with the combo
Oh, and
there,
the
down
drop
to
time.
12. The drop time's going to be huge. It's 11-1. There's another yellow, one more yellow. There it is. And advancing to the finals is KB with a 7-17. Oh,
Wow.
KB pulled away in the ninth, and it was close up until that point. What a final match between these two.